Alright, that should be live. Hey, notification on my conveniently positioned device telling me that I am live. Notification on everybody else's devices around me that I am live. We are definitely live at Pokemon Cobalt and Amethyst. Welcome back, Mushroom Man Toad here, back on Pokemon Cobalt and Amethyst, assuming I've set everything up right. Yep, looks like it. So, today I have a very specific plan in mind, but before I begin, I do want to say that I'm aware that there is definitely going to be a bit of frame lag. And that is because I have something else very taxing running on my computer right now, so we should be averaging somewhere in between 10 to 30 frames per second at all times. So I apologize that is the rate we're going to be getting, but if I can just turn on my conveniently positioned device's comments. There we go. We are now ready to play PokeCA. I can see what you said there, Pretender, who said hiya. Hiya, Pretender. Alright, let's get into this. Now, the route we happen to need to go down is this route right here. Just better make sure I healed up my Pokemon after the last stream. And it would appear that I have, in fact, done so. Do we actually have enough items to catch this? We have 3 Ultra Balls. That might not be enough. How expensive are Ultra Balls? Please tell me they're they're probably 1,200. 1,200 is expensive. I can't even get them in here in Chalet Town. All right. Well, I know how to grind money. Want to see how to grind money? Sure. We'll start off by grinding money. That'll be fun. The place to grind money is over there at Mount Recoup. So let's land ourselves at Mount Recoup and get right into this. Stream appears to be streaming nicely at 30 frames per second. Very good. Alright, let's see what's going on down here. Let's just check the price on Ultra Balls, and also let's just, as we're walking our way down there, how much money do we have? Doesn't tell us. Oh, I'll find out when I go to the shop. Scan my trainer card. Yeah, I'm going to be especially laggy tonight, so that could be a thing. Hopefully that doesn't break anything. If it does, I made a world backup. Alright, here we go. Hi there, may I help you? Yes. It is in fact 1,200, and I in fact have no money. We're grinding money tonight. Woohoo! Alright. And of course, once you enter the Pokemon League, it's kind of hard to get out without using Fly. But you can, of course, fly out of the Pokemon League, which is, you know, that's good. So we'll land at Mount Recoup. Recoup. Here we go. Alright. So here's what I like to do to grind money, what I think is the most efficient way to grind money, and how I will be grinding money for the first part of this episode. I have 4 Pokemon I want to get caught in this stream, and I intend to catch all of them before it ends. And yes, I'm sorry that the stream is later tonight, too. Like, that's... I guess that happens. Because of things in life. So, get around here. It's kind of difficult to navigate, but I like that, especially when you've got like seriously, I have 4 gigabytes of RAM allocated to this Minecraft, but I have a second Minecraft instance open that's running something else for me, and so that's taking up a bunch of space. That's what's going on. And yes, it's necessary. That right there is the grass patch I intend to tackle in the very, very final PokeCA live stream that I'm gonna do. But I don't wanna think about the final one. We're just getting started. Actually, we're getting close to done. Like, what do we have? 111 registered, and after tonight, I want to have more registered than that. Right. So, first of all, let's just check and make sure that all these guys have in fact been battled. All right. So we go to the bag. Key items. VS Seeker. Beep boop. Oh, just boop boop. Boop boop. There we go. Now all these trainers are now primed. and they all reward you with $1,500. So, we beat them all once, we get 4,500, which is enough to buy 3 Ultra Balls and a little extra. So, yeah. It'll take time, but it'll be worth it. Challenged by Fanboy Joe. Sends out his Glissadure. Meet my Guillotine, level 64. Guillotine's gonna go for that Air Slash into the opposing Glissadure. That should one-shot. And it does, of course. Glissadure faints. Guillotine gains the experience. Curizurier gonna come in. We're also gonna see which one of these is the fastest to grind our way through. Although they should all be, well, never mind. Now they get up to level 50. So this is also a good place to farm experience. There's a Thunder Punch coming in from the Curizurier. It's not very effective on the Guillotine. Guillotine becomes paralyzed. What luck! Manages to land the Air Slash anyway through, landing onto the Curizurier. How much damage will that do? Not enough to knock out the Curizurier. We'll go for another Air Slash. Curizurier going to go for yet another Thunder Punch into the Guillotine. Alright, so the danger with this trainer is definitely the Thunder Punch off of the Curizurier. Guillotine's Air Slash coming through for us yet again. Way to go, Guillotine. Here we go. Curizurier getting knocked down. Guillotine gaining that experience, getting closer to that level 65. Howlinger is about to come in. Oh, here's the real danger with this guy. That Howlinger is running confused right. This could get nasty fast. Let's go for a Draco Meteor. Guillotine is paralyzed and is unable to move. Howlinger going for that Psychic. How much will the Psychic do to the Guillotine? None, actually. Never mind, I know that answer. Man, it's been so long since I've been up against Psychic in this game. It's crazy. Guillotine once again paralyzed and unable to move. Howlinger going for that Flamethrower into the Guillotine. So right now we're just going to determine the best way to money farm. Guillotine finally landing the Draco Meteor onto the opposing Howlinger. We're going to be teleported into the back of Guillotine for a second. Guillotine special attack harshly falls, but it does not matter because Howlinger is dead. Guillotine gaining that experience, defeated Fanboy Joe. He may be wrong. Gets my 1,500. Alright, so that's how that trainer works. If we can find one trainer that's more efficient than the others, or if it's just efficient to just go through all of them in a row, which I highly doubt. Alright, but let's give this a fair trial. We do, in fact, have Tarragon. Get to do everybody's favorite thing here. Doing the Pokemon swap. Tarragon swap with Guillotine. Oh, there's definitely somebody else here besides us, Pretender, so that's good. Hello to whoever it is who's there. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's get into this. Just a few more steps. Yes, it is. What are you going to lead, Eliza? Leads a Miasmar. We're going to lead with our Tarragon. Love the design on Tarragon, by the by. Let's go for that Aqua Tail. Miasmar should go down. There it is. Tarragon gaining that experience. Carnivora is about to come in. Okay, there's the threat here. It's going to be that Carnivora. Only level 42, which is in fact convenient. Should be able to knock that down with a nice Psychic. It is in fact still playing the Mount Recoup music, but that's because I'm running this on a very taxed computer. There's the Nuzzle coming through from the Carnivora. Gonna land onto the Tarragon. That's going to be damage. Not damage, paralysis. Whee. I can't think, but I know there's still trouble, regardless. Go for that psychic into the Carnivora. There we go. Carnivora goes down, so we've still got the danger of paralysis from this guy. Then there's a Fiendarago involved. When Fiendarago's involved, Draco Meteor's involved. So we're gonna involve Draco Meteor. Go Draco Meteor! Fiendarago outspeeding with the flamethrower! Why is it fast for everybody but me? Not very effective. Tarragon is paralyzed, cannot move! Going to attempt another Draco Meteor. Fiendarago's Dragon Breath landing on to the Tarragon. Ooh, that did damage. Tarragon landing the Dragon Meteor, Draco Meteor, onto the Fiendarago. Tarragon special attack, harshly falling. We go, super effective hit. Fiendarago going down. Tarragon gaining experience, defeated Fangirl Eliza. Alright, let's just, what's a strong Pokemon that we've got? Doesn't matter, let's just Tarragon this guy. If this ever happens to you, just effect that P clear and walk in front of him, do it legit, right? Alright. I don't have all 8 badges, I don't really know why I'm here. Oh, that's okay. Yes, Pretender, 3 people are watching, the 3rd person has just not chatted yet. Alright, Fanboy Edward has a Thoristican in the lead. We can go for that Aqua Tail. Tarragon paralyzed, cannot move. Cross Poison coming in from the Thoristican. That's gonna do damage. Is it enough to knock out Tarragon? Not quite, but close. We're in a sticky situation. Tarragon still paralyzed. I think that's gonna be the end of Tarragon. Pretty sure Bug is super effective on Dark. Yep, it is. That's the one thing I know about Bug. Bug is like the type that I don't know anybody knows that one. I mean, that's your weird type. Let's go Fiendarago. I just want to identify threats here and see which one of these is going to be the easiest to farm in mass. Alright, there we go. Go for that flamethrower into the Thoristican. Thoristican going for a Giga Drain into the Fiendarago. I'm gonna change the title on this stream really quick. Actually, this should just be a stream all about the best way to farm money in PokeCA. Then I can make a follow-up video on it. Because we can go test out things like the Elite Four, too, if we want to. Fiendarago's Flamethrower, landing on the Thoristican. Thoristican gets burned, doesn't mean anything. Crystallix is about to come in. I think we'll test out the Elite Four next. So if you're going to try to money farm on this route, if this is the route to money farm on, it's looking like this is the guy to do it on. These Pokemon are easy enough to knock out. I mean, Crystallix is, you know, the world-famous Crystallix from our battle against the champion. If you haven't seen that, make sure you go check that out. That was a lot of fun. Epic battle, too. But you know, before you watch that, watch the rest of the PokeCA series. That makes the final battle even better. There we go. Self-promotion in there, too. Let's go with Guilty up against the Crystallix. Phoenix SC's favorite Pokemon right there. It's a good one, too. Nice stats and everything. Honestly, very, very competitively viable. There's a submission coming in from the Crystallix into the Guillotine. Fighting on the Dark's gonna hurt. Not bad enough to knock out Guillotine, though. Maybe one more submission would do it. Trying to land that air slash. Finally landing the air slash onto the Crystallix. Hopefully that's enough to knock it down. Yes! Crystallix is down. Guillotine growing to level 65. Hey, that's hype. Sandscorp is about to come in. Does Sandscorp have the ability to paralyze? Or put to sleep? Either one is equally dangerous. Guillotine paralyzed, cannot move. Poison jab coming in from the Sandscorp. Not enough to knock down Guillotine, but close. Guillotine once again paralyzed. Will this be the end of Guillotine? Yes. Yes, it will. Well, never mind. It'll resist the Giga Drain. Possibly double? Must have been a double resist. We're still standing. Alright, Guillotine. Draco Meteor! Guillotine going for the Draco Meteor into the Sandscorp. Hopefully it's Ground Dragon. I highly doubt that, just based on what it looks like. But, you know, worth a shot. Not super effective, so not Ground Dragon, but it is enough to knock down the Sandscorp. Fanboy Edward has been defeated, and at least I do know what I'm doing here. There we go. So I would say if you're going to attempt to farm money via normal trainers, if that turns out to be the most effective method, go for this guy. That's a good way to do it, like before you get into the Elite Four, if you need items, say. This would be your guy to go to. That's what we've determined here. Now, let's move on inside of the Elite Four, take on the Elite Four themselves, see if that's a slightly more effective way to farm money. I think, well, never mind, you can always fly out of the Elite Four, so you don't have to take on the champion, because I get the feeling beating the champion again will roll the credits again, which is something we probably don't want, because that would be definitely taking up a lot of time to get the amount of money. And, you know, if they're less money efficient, then that's definitely not the way to do it. But Fanboy Edward seems to be a good choice for money farming pre-Elite Four. I did notice they had high money drops there. So, almost out the other side of Mount Recoup. And let's see what we can do with this side. Mount Recoup's a great place, too. Very well done as your big finale. Big old volcano. Trainer card being scanned. Alright. Let's go take on this Sinnoh Pokemon League for the fun of it. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. Yes, I would love for you to heal my Pokemon. We're going to determine if... Well, right now we're going to determine if one of these trainers is more effective for money farming than the rest of them. And we'll just see what we can get out of here for money loot. Actually, there is probably an online page that would show this. In fact, let's find out. I'm going to check really quickly online. I know you can't see it, but this never goes well when I try to open this. Trainers. Okay. We got a list of all the trainers. There's the Elite Four. Does not, in fact, include the amount of money they drop. Okay. Huh. You actually can't VS Seek the Elite Four. Will I be able to rebattle the Elite Four? Like, is that actually a thing? Let's go take on the fairy guy, because the fairy guy was epic last time. By the way, right here, right now, if you do not want spoilers, do not watch this farther. Like, if you haven't seen the rest of my PokeCA series, which you really should, by the way, if you haven't seen it yet, don't watch this. This is going to be very, very spoiler-loaded. Just a fair heads up. Let's get into it. Yeah, we can rebattle him. Yep, there's his quote. Let's just do the battle. Alright, let's see how this goes. Elite Four Jacob. Now, consider this. He does, in fact, have more Pokemon than the guys out on the route do. So that's a factor we need to consider in. Twice as many Pokemon. So if he rewards over 3,000, I guess you could technically consider this to be a worthwhile venture. We're going to land that Aqua Tail onto the opposing Sandsilph. Should one-shot it. It's nice having really powerful Pokemon now. Not enough to one-shot Sandsilph. We need more powerful Pokemon, I think. Sandsilph going for that Psychic. Not going to do a thing to the Terragon. However, I know it's carrying that Moonblast because that's just what Sandsilph does. You gotta run Moonblast on Sandsilph. You just have to. Gonna go for that Aqua Tail into the Sandsilph. Sandsilph faints. Terragon gaining that experience. Nymphador about to come in. Alright, do I want to change Pokemon? No, you are Electric Ground. Possibly Electric Fairy? Psychic should do the job just fine. We'll go for that Psychic into the Nymphador! Nymphador not even going below half HP on that. Gonna go for that Draining Kiss! That's gonna be damage. How much damage? Ah! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, headphone users. Oh my, oh my. Aqua Tail into the Nymphador! Hopefully it just uses some, like, a boost attack move. Oh, wow, this might not go as well as I had planned. Well, we need to see how much money he yields. It's very important that we find out, so we have to win this battle. That'd be so humiliating to lose the Elite Four this time. Pretender 8 yawns. Why do you yawn? Terragon going for that Psychic into the Nymphador! It needs to just keep spamming Psychic for us. That's important at this point. Nymphador's Draining Kiss! Into Terragon! It just occurred to me, off of this live stream, I could make entire videos rebattling the Elite Four. I don't know, we'll see if it's exciting enough. Pretender 8's yawning, so who knows. Okay. Need to find a good way to counter this guy. Let's go with Fienderago! That's also part dragon. In fact, that's our weakest dragon on our team. I should have thought about that. I just saw him and I'm like, oh, fire, that will work. No, it won't. Sacred Fire. Nymphador Psychic will actually do damage this time. How much damage? That's the question. Ooh, critical. Critical, that's cheap. That's your discount value victory right there. Critical hits. That's alright. I think a nice little Air Slash should wrap this up nicely for us. Air Slash onto the Nymphador, misses! Nymphador coming in with the Thunderbolt onto the Guillotine. Are we unlucky enough to get paralyzed? Critical hit. Not very effective. No paralysis kicking in, that's good. I was gonna say. Alright, Guillotine going for that Air Slash. Lands it this time onto the Nymphador. Nymphador still standing. Nymphador flinches. Ooh. Landing the Air Slash from the Guillotine. Yes, Nymphador will go down. Yeah, so I guess we're doing Pokédex completion tomorrow night. Tonight, we're going to figure out the most effective way to farm money. And this is starting to lose points in my book just because of how long it takes to get through a battle. But if there's a lot of money involved, we might really have to compare times and stuff. Vigororo, level 55 coming in. Part Fairy. That'll be painful. Unless we Air Slash into the Vigororo. Vigororo used to be on my team. This guy's one of those who's back from the grave to say hello to. But of course, it's very, very weak, and so it'll go down very quickly. Permaflow is about to come in. No, I will not change Pokemon. There's our Permaflow combination Water, Ice, assuming I remember that right. Possibly Fairy Ice. Probably Fairy Ice. Air Slash. Permaflow going for that Hydro Pump into the Guillotine. Missing! Very good, very good, very good. Let's go for that Confuse Ray. Everybody loves a little Confuse Ray spam, right? Permaflow becomes confused. Permaflow is confused. Whacks itself in its confusion. Gonna break free of that confusion, but we got a little more damage onto it, right? That's what counts. Guillotine's Air Slash coming in against the Permaflow. Critical hit, very good. Does not flinch. Permaflow gets the Sing. Guillotine yawned like Pretender 8. Guillotine cannot move. Permaflow's Hydro Pump. Does damage, I guess. Guillotine still cannot move. Ice Shard! There's the danger. Coming from the Permaflow. Super effective. Guillotine's still incapable of moving. Permaflow Sing. Gonna do a lot. Guillotine's staying stuck. Permaflow's Recover. No. Why? Why was that built in? Guillotine finally waking up. My goodness, man. Air Slash. Air Slash gonna land onto the Permaflow. This is just Air Slash spam at this point. Gets off a Hydro Pump. That should not be enough to KO a Guillotine. Let's go for the Air Slash. If this lands, that should be the end of it. Hi, just joined. What's up? Says Droid the Wizard. Droid779 the Wizard, that is. Welcome. Right now we are working, well, I'm working on finding the most effective way to farm money in Pokemon Cobalt and Amethyst because I'm out of money and I need more Ultra Balls to catch Pokemon to complete the Pokedex. So I'm here trying to figure out the most effective way to farm money. And this guy in the Elite Four is very difficult, but if his money yield is good, this might be okay. Earlier on, we tested out the route on Mount Recoup, and that kind of showed to be okay. Like, you get 1,500 per trainer out there, and one of the trainers is incapable of paralyzing you, apparently. So, that'd probably be the best place to grind money before the Elite Four, is right outside the Elite Four. Go figure. There we go, gonna land that Confused Ray onto the Sparkfire. Sparkfire becomes confused and will stay confused. Let's go for a Recover. Sparkfire is confused. Hit yourself in confusion. Hits itself in its confusion. Very good. We're gonna go for that Recover because we need more HP. Guillotine using that Recover. Good. Yeah, this is the Fairy type Elite Four, so I know I don't really like to turn you away, but if you don't want spoilers, probably I'll do my best to keep the spoilers away, but you will see the teams that the Elite Four uses in PokeCA. That's kind of what's going on here right now. All right, let's go for that Air Slash. Sparkfire is still confused. Hits itself in its confusion once more. Very good. Go for that Air Slash into the Sparkfire. That should be enough to take it down. That'll get us some experience too. I like that. Oh, clutch. But it flinches, cannot move. And it stays confused. Sparkfire is confused. Gonna hit itself in its confusion. That'll be the end of Sparkfire. Guillotine gaining that experience. 23 to level up. Lunalium about to come in. There's the air slash. That's a thing. I defeated the Jacob, I defeated Jacob. 5,500. Alright, that guy, Fairy type Elite 4 guy, not worth it. Not worth it at all. I see your message there in Discord, Pretender. Talk after the stream, which should be soon. I just want to test out the other members of the Elite Four. Is anybody gonna get mad if I game mode spectator my way back across this so I don't have to fly and walk across? Hopefully not. Because I just did. Just to speed things up a little bit for the sake of testing. Go get our Pokemon healed. I'm waiting for the Pretender 8 complaint about me doing that. It's coming. My face. All right, so let's go try out this guy. Is this guy Ice or is this guy Psychic? I feel like Psychic would be a good place to do it. Psychic. All right. Should be an okay place. Most of my team resists Psychic. Alright, let's do this. Oh no. That was not good. It's got move data. Kind of curious what happens if I push that button. Should I push the button? I'll wait for live stream chat to tell me. Should I test it and push the button or should I not? I'll push the button. Yeah, I shouldn't have pushed the button. Don't ever do that. Don't scroll up in chat and press the button, ever. Don't press the button. Never press the button. Oh, darn it. Please hold for 2 seconds while I quickly get the repair command. If this ever happens to you in-game and you try to push a button which you should not push, make sure you use the command I'm about to show right there, /set block. 156821 redstone block will give you back your battle menu. I pushed it, Pretender. Yep. I'm gonna go for that Aqua Tail. This time the Aqua Tail should function. So we're all going for that Psychic. Hey, I like it when it uses Psychic. That does nothing to me. Go for that Draco Meteor, I guess? So we can switch out. Assuming that kills it. It killed it. Good. Malpha's about to come in. Yes, I'm going to switch my Pokemon into the Guillotine. There comes a Malpha. Malpha level 50. Gonna go for that Air Slash. There's a Thunder Punch coming from the Malpha. Gonna be not very effective, but paralyzes us. The odds! The odds are never in our favor with paralysis in this game. Ever. Oh my goodness. Malpha flinches, but that doesn't matter. It moves first. There's another Thunder Punch coming from the Malpha. Alright, so there's your potential danger here, is with Malpha's Thunder Punch could definitely paralyze you. And Malfa goes down. And it flinches again. Why does the flinch come through when we don't need it, but never comes through when you actually need it? Drabber is about to come in. No, I'm about sick of Drabber after hunting Pixio for so long. It'll be fun to get to knock out a very powerful one. Air Slash landing onto the Drabber. Drabber's got an Earthquake. That might do damage, actually. Could be potentially bad. Could be bad. I mean, eh. Let's just go Draco Meteor, get it over with. Then switch out back into the Terragon and... Or that happens. Drabber's gonna go for the Psychic. That's fine. I always forget the Draco Meteor has that chance to miss. Until it misses, then I remember. At which point I realize I'm going to have a bad day. Because my Draco Meteor missed. And there's the Paralysis coming through for Drabber. There's a Sludge Wave from the Drabber. Uh-oh. Okay, we're still okay, I guess. Just want to land a Draco Meteor. How hard is this? There we go, finally landing the Draco Meteor. My goodness, that took a while. Please be dead. There we go, it's dead. Critical hit. Not sure if the crit mattered. Hopefully not. Gildian's going to gain some experience, and Foros is about to come in. Yes, I'm going to switch. Why don't we get some XP on Turnion? Get Turnion a little bit more powerful. Good old focus on the tail here. Livestream summary of number 4 coming soon. Alright, so. Oh, I love this moveset. Dark Pulse. Okay, I'm all about that animation. I'm even more all about that damage. For us, goes for that Psychic. Not gonna do anything because I am combination Dark Dragon. This is good. Oh, Turnion is very good for this. If it were a bit higher level, it would really sweep this gym with that Dark Pulse. Especially since it gets that same type attack bonus off of Dark Pulse. Something not every other legendary can boast. Although at level 80, all the legendaries get a signature move, which I'm looking forward to getting my hands on, but it'll be a while. For us, going down to the Dark Pulse. There's some experience coming in. And Virago is about to come in. Uh-oh. This is by far the most terrifying Pokemon I came up against in the entirety of the game. Howlinger was bad. This guy almost made me, you know, give up. Like, Howlinger was frustrating beyond belief. This guy... I had to skip this guy, and I hate to admit that I had to do that. That was the one thing I regret from PokeCA, but I couldn't beat him. Focus on the tail. No, I guess he didn't focus on the tail. Alright. Here we go. Pretendrate's cringing already. Focus on the tail. 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 Hypnosis. Hypnosis going to land onto the Virago. Now we've got Virago in a place we want Virago. Oh, come on! Dark Pulse. Let's just get it over with. Virago's got its own Dark Pulse to retaliate with, and the high special attack is not something to be taken lightly. And although Turnion did not take it lightly, it was able to tank it. Yes, Pretenderate goes no bad. Yep, it was. There we go, Dark Pulse landing. Not enough to knock down Virago! It's gonna resist. What is it, Dark Psychic or something silly like that? Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Go for a Psychic. It does! It goes for a Psychic! That is convenient. I like this Turnion a lot. Like, the Turnion's moveset and type combination and stat distribution are absolutely brilliant, whoever wrote that up. Brilliant. Brago will go down. That's it. Turnion growing to level 51, finally, here live. Meshuge. The one that'll get you into a huge mesh if you let it get away. Or if you encounter it while trying to hunt a Spessixel. Nothing happened there, you can't prove anything. Alright, we've got a Meshuge. Hypnosis! Focus on the tail. Focus on the tail. Focus on the tail. Meshuge falling asleep from the hypnosis. It is focused on the tail. Let's see how focused on the tail it is. Focused on the tail enough to stay asleep. Alright! Throw a ball of shadow at it. Hopefully that'll work. Can't remember if it's Dark or Ghost. Hopefully it's Ghost. Yeah, it appears to be Ghost. Meshuge still cannot move. This is good. It wakes up just in time to see the next ball of shadow hit it. Throw that ball of shadow at the Meshuge. Which is a really, really fun Pokemon's name to say, by the way. Meshuge. Shuge Mesh. We're in a Shuge Mesh. I've overused that so badly, and I crack myself up at it. You know what they say about people who laugh at their own jokes? We defeated Elite Four Charlie! 5,500. Okay. So I think that makes it safe to say that all the Elite Four members do in fact yield $5,500. Poké Dollars, technically. So is it worth it to farm the Elite Four? The Elite Four battles are significantly harder and longer than those out there. But I would say, if you want your most effective... Is this open? No, it's closed. It appears... Yes, it's closed. So farming the champion is just not an option. And although running the Elite Four would seem like the logical choice, the time it would take to get there... I mean... Hey! Welcome, RCK929! Welcome to the stream. It's all good. We're just working on figuring out the most effective money-making method in PokeCA, and I think I'm drawing my conclusion now. Well, that's fine. Hope it went well for you. Alright, so... The Elite Four is yielding $5,500. Yeah, I know it's getting late in your time zone. And welcome, the Ghost Blazer Gamer! Alright, wow, everybody's coming here as I'm drawing my conclusion. Welcome. So... I wanted to just see what would be the most effective money-making strategy in PokeCA. Yeah, I know. So, we farmed the guys outside of Mount Recoup. They each had 3 Pokemon, and they yielded $1,500. In the Elite Four, they all have 6 more powerful Pokemon, and they all yield $5,500. So, I don't know. Farming the 3 guys out there is quick because they're all right next to each other. And if you can start to one-shot some of them at higher level Pokemon and such, or figure out effective strategies against them, have all super effective hits, etc., that might be a good way to do it. But Charlie here is really good for farming money too, because you're almost getting 4 times what you would out there. My last day of school it already happened at a point this week, and that's all I'll share about that. But yeah, I'm out for summer. I'm hyped. So what would be the most effective way to farm money? That's the conclusion we're trying to draw. The battles out front are fast, but you have to do 4 of them to make the same amount of money you would in here. And since it's about the same distance from there to there as it is from there to the other side of the mountain, and the time to use the VS Seeker versus no time, I would say Charlie is probably going to be your most effective method of doing this. And I know the Fire-type guy is fairly easy to beat. And he'll yield 5,500 as well. So, I think the conclusion I'm going to draw from this, very, very unscientifically, but just kind of thinking my way through it, you need to defeat 12 Pokemon out there to match 6 Pokemon in here. So I would say your Elite Four is, in fact, the place to grind money in PokeCA. Maybe there's another place to do it, though. and I can think of one potential location for such a place. In fact, why don't we head there now before I wrap up this stream? Let's go ahead there, see if this will be more effective for money making. Now, here's the catch. It's out in Terraloon Sea. Terraloon Sea doesn't go very well for me. But once we test this guy, I can run one more test down in Monolith City, and that might go a bit better. So we just got a couple more things I want to check out here, honestly. I know there's an XP guy at Terraloon Sea. Will he be effective as a money guy? That's what I'm going to find out. He's the guy who has the blue loser out there in the ocean. We're going to find out if he's good as a money farm, or if he's just for XP, purely for XP. Alright, there we go. Restored Pokemon to full HP. Thank you, Nurse Joy. Sorry for a bit of frame lag. I'm running a couple things at once that are taxing my computer a little bit. Alright, so let's so we know how Terraloon Sea goes for me, and now that it's even laggier, just know. So I will in fact be game mode SPing my way over Terraloon Sea. It's just what has to happen. It's not like I miss anything by doing it, we just speed up the process anyway. Alright, let's go find Blue Loser guy, who is over here somewhere. I want to say there, but a little farther down apparently. Is Blue Loser guy effective as a money farm? No. Okay, here we are. Here's Blue Loser guy. So let's just game mode A. Put down here. Let's battle. Oh, got a VS Seeker. This guy. Key items versus Seeker. Well, now we're in a battle. Yep, I met your cousin in Monolith City. He's the glum one. That cousin in Monolith City is the guy I'm going to be testing after I test you, assuming you give me decent money yield. If you give me, like, no money yield, I know this is not the place to go to farm money at all. The Happy Fisherman. Does this... This feels like it's a different battle music than I'm used to. Maybe it's just because I've been farming, because I've been farming wild Pokemon recently, I guess. Could be it. Draco Meteor. Have a problem in your life? Drop a Draco Meteor on it. Terragon special attack, harshly falling. Not quite enough to knock down Blue Loser. Blue Loser going for the Sludge Wave. Probably should have gone Draco Meteor. Okay, we'll see you later, RCK929. There should be a live stream summary coming soon. I said that about number 4. I haven't done number 4 yet, but that's coming. But thank you for coming out. We will see you probably next stream, which should be a little bit earlier tomorrow night, assuming everything goes okay. And check my Twitter, you'll find out if something's gone wrong. At Mushroom Man Toad. Alright, drop the Draco Meteor. That should end Blue Loser. We'll see how much money we get for doing this. Yeah, I know I can call you Ryan. It's... I don't know. I'll do my best to call you Ryan. Defeated the Happy Fisherman. 840 for defeating a single Pokemon. What is my favorite PokeCA Pokemon? Oh, wow. I know I have an answer to this. I know there's a very solid answer to this. Guiltine has a backstory? Probably my favorite backstory on Guiltine. But I love Terragon's design. I think Terragon design-wise would be my favorite. Hello, Captain Squirt. Wait, I'm supposed to stop here. Hey! That's where we put down. Alright, let's go. Favorite overall PokeCA Pokemon? I know I have a solid answer to this, and it's just not clicking in my head. Oh, that's why I said that. Okay. Autocorrect. Yeah, autocorrect is silly. What can we say? Okay, I have to go check the online Pokedex really quick, scroll through it. A Conflower, probably my favorite Pokemon in terms of cuteness? If that's a thing? What is my favorite overall Pokemon? Oh my goodness, Foros is absolutely great as a Pokemon all around. Love Foros. There, now you've got me going on a tangent. Quintessence, enough said. Howlinger! Duh! Howlinger. Duh, Howlinger. Duh, Howlinger. Why did that not click with me right away? Howlinger. By far, favorite PokeCA Pokemon, Howlinger. Design-wise, has to be Terragon. Backstory-wise, has to be Giltine. Cuteness-wise, has to be Conflower. That about covers it for me. Cluckalore. Cluckalore is no joke, even though even saying his name is a joke. Why am I here? I should have just flown to Monolith. I'm not thinking. Let's find a Monolith. Yep, gotta be Howlinger. Love myself a Howlinger. Howlinger gave me so much trouble in the map, but when I finally defeated it, I mean, that was just a sense of such high accomplishment there. That Howlinger was a key member on my team through most of the map up till the very end, using that Confuse Ray spam to just wreck things. I mean, Confuse Ray is overpowered in PokeCA. Let's face it, that is the way to win battles. Like, you drop Confuse Rays as your strategy, you're gonna win 90% of battles. It's so good. So yep, I have to give that honor to the ever-famous Howlinger. And if you've played it, you'll know the feeling of conquering that Howlinger that Jason has. Or should I say, those 6 Howlingers that Jason has. Conquering Caitlin's 1 Howlinger, and you feel so accomplished, and then you realize Jason has 6. And then you begin to question your very existence. That is probably the hardest battle in PokeCA is the 6 Howlingers. Oh, the champ! Oh! I tell ya, it's such a good map all around. It's very difficult to pick favorite or best of anything. Hardest, you know, there's so many aspects. Nymphador! Nymphador is a good one. I don't know, I saw it once in the gym while I was, like, recording Beat Tired. So, I don't know, I guess I can't really be fair with Nymphador. I mean, I've liked what I've seen of it. It looks like... Loud noise there. It looks like it's a solid all-around Pokemon. I'm lost in Monolith already. Oh, this isn't good. This is why you need the bike. Which I do not have. Woo. Or should I say, woo? Alright. This looks like the right way. Hopefully nobody can tell that I just 100% made that up. Is that spotlight? It is done with banners, I think, or is it a painting? It's not banners, it's not flowing. I did not notice that stoplight before. That's beautiful. Another reason we love PokeCA, attention to detail. Now they're all over out here. How did I miss those? I don't know. One way or another, we gotta find the entrance to this place, which is easier said than done. Yeah, silly lag, I don't know. I mean, at least the music's great, right? Silly Wi-Fi. Yeah. Alright. Here we are. No, I got there, the droid. I got there. I found it. It's this guy. It's this guy we like to pretend doesn't exist. We have to test him just to see if this is going to be more efficient than fighting a blue loser. Because if he yields the same amount of money with the same amount of difficulty, this could honestly be your best money farming method in PokeCA. Alright, I'll ask the question in the live stream chat then. Out of all the PokeCA memes, if you followed it at least a little bit, out of all the PokeCA memes, what's your favorite PokeCA meme, so to speak? Mine personally, the potato embedded in concrete. How about some psychic going on in here? Sentry goes with the Thunderbolt. Is Tarragon going to be capable of standing up to that? And not being paralyzed is the real question. Good, not paralyzed. Gonna go for that Psychic into the Santricos. You're not gonna give me much difficulty, are you, Santricos? Yes, the potato, says Pretender 8. Ah, yes. The droids... Your name is just Droid. Why have I been calling you the Droid? You're Droid. Droid the Wizard. Droid the Wizard says his is the most powerful Pokemon. Everybody knows it's the most powerful Pokemon. The ever-famous, the no-joke, the Cluckalore. Yeah, Pretender 8 likes Cluckalore. I don't know, I guess I kind of missed the entire Cluckalore's beginnings thing, so I don't know. I guess I'm not 100% sure. I mean, a lot of what I've seen of it is absolutely hilarious. I mean, Bibbo himself is a meme, so there's some meme mons in this game too. It's good. Defeated the sad fisherman. Oh! Much less money. And the potential to paralyze with the Thunderbolt. Right. RCK says he came back for this. Ryan says he came back for this. Focus on the tail is his favorite PokeCA meme. Thank you. Or the quintessence, that's in there too. Captain Squirt, that is not a PokeCA. Loud noise there. That is not a PokeCA meme. That's a meme, and come on. I can push these stones into the block and then they pop right back out. Yeah, that's how much tick lag we're getting. Oh boy. But one way or another, I think we can still conclude. I think we can still conclude safely that our best money-making thing is definitely going to be the Elite Four, taking on Charlie and the Fire Guy. Charlie and the Fire Guy. That sounds like a rock group. Charlie and the Fire Guy! That'll be great. The Dryer is Pretender 8's favorite PokeCA meme. Oh my goodness. Should we do this once? Should we just go back in here once for old time's sake? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, the Dryer. That's glorious. Seen this a million times. Don't tempt me. Alright, I guess I'm fine. Not so much tick-lag we're getting. Slightly terrifying. Okay. How exactly did they pull off invisible stairs? Oh, it's a slab and then a block, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. Must be an invisible slab. Alright, that's a thing. Definitely a thing, alright. Oh, yeah. Very, very nice use of the hyperspace effect. It's a slab, then a block, okay. This still just puzzles me what this is and why it's here. I get that it was a part of a story right away, but it's weird. Alright, that's done now. Alright. So, I'm not exactly sure what else I have left to do for this particular stream. The Elite Four is in fact your best money grinding place, but I would say just those two trainers. The Fairy type Elite Four is just too hard because your main legendaries are, and probably the ones you're probably going to be spamming, let's face it, are going to... It's almost Elrond. So, yeah, I would say, because your main legendaries are going to be dragon types, the fairy type is not going to be nice, nor is the ice type going to be nice. So, I would say farming your fire type Elite Four and psychic type Elite Four are going to be your best money-making options once you've beaten the Elite Four. However, if you have not yet reached the Elite Four or a point where you can farm them for money, sorry about that, pop right there. If you have not reached a point where you can farm them for money, I would recommend going for the trainers standing outside of Mount Recoup. Oh, there goes the frame rate. So, yeah, this is, I think, how long has this gone? How long has this gone for? Is this a decent length stream? It's over an hour. I can get away with that, right? So, yeah, I guess, thank you for coming out to the stream. I know most of you are joining me right as it's ending. We should have another one tomorrow night, assuming things go well. Here's hoping. I have not had two in a single weekend since the first weekend. Not particularly great, but I'm sorry. Yeah. Should be having another one tomorrow night about 2 hours earlier, 2.5 hours earlier than this. Can't even let me outro a stream. Honestly, Dryer. But yeah, where was I? Should be a stream 2.5 hours earlier than this one was. So I want to thank you for coming out and watching the stream. And if, of course, you know, gotta stick the plug at the end here. If you haven't seen the PokeCA playthrough that I did, make sure you watch that. It was a lot of fun, a lot of exciting moments in there. So yeah, again, just thank you for watching. And this is Mushroom Man Toad, and I will see you in the next one. Should be a video tomorrow and a stream tomorrow night, assuming I did this right. And things go well. Ooh. I've never seen that before. Never noticed that. Okay. I'm gonna get lost in Monolith City again. Alright, thank you for watching. This has been Mushroom Man Toad, and I will see you in the next stream or video. Thanks for coming out.